Welcome back, sports fans. It is ZTV action coming at you right now. Get a mop. It's going to be messy. Yeah, here we go. So we're back. We're going to start doing some of this action in Nisan, although I think we got to go see what's going on. We've pretty much went to the shops here now. I want to go see what's going on in this area, because the thing is, if they're holding a town meeting and we're not there, well, I want to know about it. Whenever I come here, it always calms my heart. Yeah. Anyway, young master, I want to work out what our plans from here on are. Here on are. Alright. Before we do that, there's something I want to ask you. Me? Yeah. Yeah! Sig? What's going on? Today, on a very special episode of Xenogears. Sig, what's up with you and that Gebler officer? What's the connection between you and him? You know, you sure know a lot about Gebler for some reason. Yeah, what is the deal here? Spill it. I want to know. Citan gives the okay. Alright, I'll tell you. Me and Citan here, we used to live in Solaris. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, anyway. I think we figured that out, right? Solaris. You mean where Gebler's from? That's right. Mason's like, I better listen to this. Spilling some tea. Solaris calls foreigners lambs. They are used as manual labor. Basically, it's slavery. Slavery? That's my knee. I gotta stop making my knee like squeak against the desk here. Is that where you met him? Yes, it was there. We worked for the Solaris government for a short while, but we learned to dislike their methods and escaped the first chance we had. You were friends with these people? I met you when I was a kid, and we've been together ever since then. So this would have had to have happened even before then. Like I said, Citan is like in his 30s. I'm pretty sure Sig is about the same age. I probably wouldn't have understood this if I had heard it earlier, but why didn't you think I could deal with it now? Surely you could have told me about this, especially when you had something to do with the people who are backing that Shakan idiot. I wish you'd told me sooner. There's nothing I can do about that now. But there's one thing I do want you to believe. There's one thing I want you to believe. We left Solaris on our own will and for our own reasons. Now they've appeared before us. We can't just sit back and do nothing. If need be, I will give my life to stop them. Getting pretty heavy. He's like, I can't believe this shit. Alright, I understand. But can you elaborate a little more? I'll sit down for this. So here's where we get some of the real meat and potatoes. This is stuff we want to know. We've been hearing about Solaris. We've been picking up the lambs from what Ellie was saying before. So let's see what's going on. So where is Solaris? What bugs me is this surface dwellers thing. It's as if Solaris is in another location, like up in the clouds or something. Yes, well, I mean, with a name like Solaris. Etronac, the capital of the Solaris Empire, is located in the skies above. I guess Etronac is how I say it. Or no, Etronac. Etronac. By dimension... See, Solaris is separated from the land by dimensional distortion fields known as gates. Passing between the two requires special means of transportation, such as an airship. Which would explain how Gebler is getting down to the planet, right? To get to Ava, we stowed away on a regular flight to the surface. I came much later than Sigurd did, but I also escaped in the same way. So Solaris is floating around somewhere. So what are lambs? That is the word Solarians use to indicate those who live on the earth. As I said before, such surface dwellers, or earth dwellers, are used for manual labor there. Manual labor could be anything from soldiers to administrative jobs. Solaris gathers its workforce from the land dwellers. Jobs are divided up by who is most suitable. Sometimes people are brainwashed. Brainwashed? When you, young master, were still an infant, I was used as a test subject. There was probably something they valued inside of me. You too, Doc? No. I was born in the lower city levels. It is not a complete secret. But I guess I am a Solarian. You see, you still need people to run a country. No matter how scientifically advanced you are, you have no support without people. Pure Solarians are rare. They would not even make up a quarter of Ava's total population. So they support their country by stealing surface dwellers. Well, that's kind of shitty. So who is Ramses? His name is Kar. They say Kar, but I think it's I don't think you would say it Karan. I think it's Karan Ramses. As you know, he's the Gebler commander. Ramses. We call him Kar. In Solaris, there's an officer training school called Jugend. I asked TK about that, by the way. So yeah, we're saying it right now. He became the commander after leaving there. He is a lower-level citizen, the same as me. However, with his amazing abilities, after graduating, he rose through the ranks with unparalleled speed. That man had one ideal: to achieve a consolidation of all his colleagues. Even land dwellers, if they had talent, were brought into the army. So you two were picked by Ramses? No, we were not picked by him. We aligned ourselves with him. At that time, we agreed with him. At the time, Ramses was our hope. He had high ideals and wanted to change the system in Solaris. To us test subjects and lower-level citizens, he was truly all that we wished for. A benefactor. Yes, even I, a test subject, was changed by his ideals. Gotcha. So he may not have been that bad originally. So why did you go then? So why was it that you wanted to flee from Solaris? We were placed in key military positions by Ramses, and thanks to that, we came to know the relationship between Solaris and the surface dwellers. The lambs, right? I think you got it, Bart. They weren't just using us lambs for slave labor. They also selected some of us, like me, to be used as subjects in experiments to refine their drugs. Drugs that change people's personalities, to make them more aggressive and to draw out their latent abilities. They were using us as human guinea pigs to test their psychological alteration drugs. Human guinea pigs? Experimenting on humans? Yes. For example, drive. We've seen a little bit of that or heard about it. That drug and all like it are used now. And all others, that drug and all others like it that are used now are byproducts of human experimentation. However, the role of such experimental subjects was not limited to just that. Well, tell us more. This drive drug is something that anyone in the Solaris army can use? At least anyone in the Gebler forces who was sent to the surface. You're worried about her, huh? He knows. He's thinking about Ellie. I saw some in her room. No. Anyway, using slaves as guinea pigs. How low are these guys? Damn. I think we got everything. So Solaris is kind of getting this, it's getting this image of like kind of an overlord sort of, controller sort of country, right? That thinks they're better, deem themselves better than all the people on the surface because they don't live down there anymore. That's kind of the idea. I think I get most of it. Old Mason, go reserve the town hall for us. We'll finish talking there. I'm going outside to get some air. Faye's like, well. I should have been honest with him sooner. It is best not to worry about it. You did all you could at the time. The young one will understand. I think he's right. Bart's a young, kind of brash guy, but he's not without some reason. I'm sure the young master would never have dreamed of such a tale. I guess you already knew? Well, now that you ask, yes, I did. However, when Sigurd was telling his story, I thought it was best to stay quiet. Please try and help the young master come to terms with all that he has just heard. Get out there, give him a cigarette. Be like, hey man, shit sucks, right? Shit's pretty crazy. I don't know. So, where did he go? Bart, we gotta find you, dude. Where did you get off to? He couldn't have gotten too far. Nisan isn't that big of a place. Well, it's got like 10 exits though, so... Alright, we gotta go to the town hall, right? And that one is... Is this it? This is not it. This is some dude's house. I'm from the Royal Army stationed down south. I may work for the current government, but my heart belongs to Nisan. I cannot desert it. I hear there are lots of people like me who are gathering here. The residents here are kindly renting me this room. Now I'm waiting here until something starts happening. To get into the shit. Yeah. It's just a matter of time is what it sounds like. I'm new here, so I don't know much. I don't know exactly what's going on, but let's just avoid any trouble now. You're not gonna have any trouble from me, it's fine. We're not gonna get on... Oh, there he is. Bart, man, hey, you wanna talk about this stuff? Come on. We're cool. I love the views in this. The camera work is really good when it's actually the game deciding what the camera is instead of just me trying to figure it out. I had no idea Sig had such a past. Are you still suspicious of Sigurd? Well, I mean, it was just so sudden. I kind of expected to hear something different, like that we were childhood rivals or something. But that's nothing compared to the story he just told us, is it? So hearing his story has you confused because it was not so simple. There was a time when he was cooperating with one of Gibler's generals. Furthermore, behind Gibler was a country that you had never even heard of. Hey, what are you picking on me for? No, I am not picking on you or blaming anything on you. What I am saying is this. If you think about how he feels, then you should see why he could not talk about this with you till now. Looking at the activities of Solaris towards other countries up until now, it has never gone beyond simply maintaining their own empire or self-preservation. And as you have seen, their military power is immense, so Sigurd was probably thinking ahead. First, he was probably concentrating on taking care of the problems here on the continent of Ignis. Once things were settled here, it would give him a stronger foundation to deal with Solaris later, which is a much better plan than rushing straight into a war he knew he could not win. Quite logical, really. Flip. Sounds like you understand one another pretty well. Well, it is not like we are newly acquainted, is it? And we had talked about a lot of things up until we decided to escape from Solaris. Speaking of that, why did you leave? That Ramses guy was supposed to be a star of hope or something, wasn't he? Yes, I certainly thought so at first, but then I realized his way of thinking really was not that much of a change from the previous system. Basically, the only difference was whether they stressed people's rank and class or their skill. The words had changed, but it was still no different from what Solaris itself had been doing until then. We had no intention of bringing everyone a better way of life. He had no intention. In other words, he's an elitist. I don't think I like him much either. So, Citan, do you think I could beat Gebler? Why? Are you planning on fighting them? As long as they're working with Shakan, there's no other way around it. There's no way around it. The way things are going, I'm sure we'll have to fight them sooner or later. I suppose so, but even if we were to defeat the Gebler forces here, there is still Solaris to deal with. If we are not careful, it is possible that we may get involved in a longer war than that with Shakan. Do you not agree that continuing the way we have been going is rather hard on everyone? I think it is time we try to get help from a greater number of people. So defeating Shakan's not going to get rid of the likes of Gebler. I know what you're trying to say. To vanquish Gebler, first gain thy throne, right? You could put it that way. What do you mean you could put it that way? But then again, maybe it is time I did something about that. Are we going to take back Ava? Because that would be bitchin'. Be nice to have... I mean, he's already, you know, a king, but he's kind of a king in exile, right? He's a prince. So, we got to go back to the town hall now? That's what I was trying to look for in the first place. I thought it was down here, but does not appear to be. So, you got these damn kids trying to play tag with me. It's like, get out of here. I'm trying to go save the world, kids. I need you to just chill. So this is not it. We're just going to go break in everybody's house, just knock on everybody's door until I find the town hall. Is this it? Nope, this is the inn, right? Yeah, it's the inn. Got my super squeaky chair today. Like, whenever I move on it, it's just squeaking all over. It's either my chair or it's my leg squeaking on the desk. And just so much going on. So we went in there before, right? This is where we were at before. I think. Nope, this is the town hall. I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said, if we need anything for the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and got in big trouble. Borrowed. What did you take? A toy boat. I think that's what it was. Can you say toy boat like 10 times fast? I freaking can't. It's beyond me. I put fireworks in it and let it float on the cathedral's lake. I always used to play Navy. That is pretty fun. You make a boat out of cardboard with some fireworks on it and try and blow it up. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended the lake was the open sea, and I was the fleet commander. Does Ava have any ships? I don't really know what they have. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. Yeah. Let's do it. Alright, we got the music. We're ready. First, Gebler is the big problem. Yes, Ramses is headed towards achieving his goals. That he is now the commander of Gebler is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through that country's organization, and now he is presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might. Well, what would that weak spot be? First, let's just concentrate on Shakan. Once he's out of the way and Ava is safe again, we can think about how to deal with Gebler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard forces. The problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They will most likely move at Shakan's request. They're not going to just sit by and watch quietly. May I have a look there, please? Get some markers. In short, we want Gebler to leave for a while. At least until we are able to take back the royal capital, Bledavik. So, here's what we do. These are the Gebler units currently in Ava, correct? And we are over this way. The Western Guards. Are those our Western Guards? That's the Western Guard of Ava. The Royal Capital Defense Force. And the Eastern Guard, probably against Kislev, right? And units along the front line at the border with Kislev. Yeah, we're up in that little northeastern part. There are 3 main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Ava forces. Only 2 of these are very large. the Royal Capital's defense units, and the Kislev border units. The Western Guard along Nisan's border are little more than a surveillance team. So we had to lure them out of the capital, right? In order to recapture the Royal Capital, it will be necessary to draw these defenses away from Bledavec. We have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. Stage a feint. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards, here at the border with Nisan? I see. We'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev is invading Ava. But what if they just... Well, they're not going to desert their Eastern Guard, right? So that'd be good. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion? To be sure then, Nisan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they will certainly make a move. You're saying that you intend to use Nisan as bait? Doc! Shakan is very sensitive to Nisan and Kislev's actions. If Nisan starts moving, he will probably leave it up to Gebler, but... Of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning, but looking at the situation, we will have to be willing to go that far. So, what are we going to do? First, we infiltrate into the capital. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city. We are forgetting one thing. The front line unit along Kislev's border. If they come back, we're screwed. If they go to the west, it might be okay, but then Kislev might come in and try and take Ava itself, right? Or Bledavec. The main strength of Ava's fleet is the battleship... Oh my god. Kafeinsel? I think it's Kafeinsel. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said that the ship is near the border. So is that an airship? He just said ship, right? Battleships. I'm assuming that's an airship. Damn, that puts everything in jeopardy. Do not feel so down. I simply wanted you to see the current distribution of force in the area. Even in the worst case that they do come, it will not be such a great problem. What do you mean? I have some additional information about Ava's border fleet. The former Ava Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vanderkalm. Would it be Vanderkalm or would it be Vanderkalm? I think probably Vanderkalm. I don't know. Whatever. I'm saying it this way. Vanderkalm. You don't mean the Vanderkalm that was in Jugend. The very same. Young one, he has not been able to adapt to the change in tactics, particularly following the introduction of gears. He is a man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns. You know, maybe it's a sand cruiser ship, too. I forgot about those. You mean he's stubborn. He's all size and no real military power. An excellent target for pirates. Young master, this is not going to be an act of piracy. Just kidding. Actually, the number of gears assigned to the fleet seems to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so self-righteous. Is he that much of a musclehead? It'll be fun taunting him. Young master! I know. Anyway, Citan, do you think he can strike our gear forces? It is not a problem. Even with Vanderkalm, we have enough forces left to pull off the feint. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents. Well, now that we know what we are up against, here's what we'll do. Apart from our main unit heading for Bledavec, we must keep the fleet at the Kislev border from returning to the capital. So we bring our guys in from the west? So you're suggesting we have another unit? A few effective soldiers to hold the enemy at bay. A small force is best. A small force. What if Faye leads a group of gears there? Gotta split up what we've got. Me? Nani? Hold on now. There's no reason to involve you in all this. I'll do it. Yes, let me do it. When do we leave? Are you sure? We've come this far. Hey, we're friends to the end now. Speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. Get some sleep, everybody. Because I'm sure everybody can when there's a big thing going on tomorrow. I am truly grateful. Faye, Satan. Dan. Yeah! Believe it. Well, guys, I think we've got a plan. There's no way we can lose. No one will die in vain. Well put, young master. We've got our plan. We set out on the morrow. See if we can take back Bloodovik. Or at least get rid of... what's his face? Shakan? Be kind of nice. But remember, like Ramses was saying, it doesn't really matter who's in charge there because they don't care. Gebler is kind of going to... well, Gebler and Solaris are kind of going to own Ava either way. So we're the only ones that are going to be able to take care of Ava and not be owned as a puppet by Solaris. It's got to be us. Good morning. Must be the next day. What's with the long face? Not feeling well? Or are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or maybe you're just nervous. Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me. Well, it's almost time. Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you are through preparing. There is no music. I think we got everything from the shops that we could. Do a quick double check on here. I want to see what we've got for items, but I'm pretty sure we are... yeah, we got the Aquasol S's as well. Looking for, let's move some of those. Yeah, I forgot that you can move these around. Let's do that. Rosol S. You can move those over there. Actually, let's do it like this, huh? Then we can kind of have them set up a little bit nicer here. Got all that going on there. Yeah, this would be kind of nice. The mini gear doesn't really need to be over there. What does Arbery do? Oh, it's one of those things I bought, right? Apparently it goes really great with milk, so yay. Good. Oh, I'm going to set that H&S badge, the hide and seek badge down at the bottom because, yeah, it's useless at this point. We've got that. Everybody's all rested up, which is... I mean, that's pretty commendable because I don't think I'd be able to sleep very well overnight with something like that going on. Tomorrow, the next day, let's go find a save point and then I'll meet you back here. I think saving is the game RPG equivalent of going to the bathroom. It's like, well, we're going to head out. Well, did you make sure you saved first? Yeah, Mom, I saved. It's fine. Like, are you sure? I don't want to save on the way. Yeah, I know. Remember what happened last time when you had to save in the car? We had to use a tent. I know, but it was by the side of the road, wasn't it? Like, I was. Bart told me, you're helping out with the plan too? So you're caught up in this now as well. I've come this far. I might as well stay till the end. Thanks. I know you'll do a good job. We gotta talk to Bart, right? Yeah. There's still some time until we leave. Why don't you make preparations? We did. We're good. I have been waiting for this day for a long time. Yeah, we're good. I have nowhere else I need to go. Got everything that I think we need. Oh, he's joined the party. I was like, oh my gosh. Back on the coolest ship around. Our comrades in Nisan will hit the Western Guard in Kislev uniforms as planned. We'll wait for the right moment, then head for the palace in the Griselle. Got it. But avoid any unnecessary deaths. This especially goes for the Ava troops and also the people from Gebler. Yes, we understand. I guess I'm gonna raise some hell in my Weltall then. Aw, yeah. Put on some Metallica or something. Just bust out in the middle of the desert like, It's got, what is it, Murder, not Murder Incorporated, what's it called? Shoot, I haven't listened to that song forever. What the hell is it called? Damage Incorporated. It's out there blowing stuff up, and it's just like, Damage Incorporated. Anyway, we're counting on you. Just ripping it up out there. I think that'd be kind of funny, actually. Next time we meet, I won't be able to call you Bart or Young Master. Maybe Your Majesty? Cut it out. Bart's fine. Great mother of Nisan. Hey, you know I hate that title. Well, we're out of here. We outie. Okay, good luck. Just gotta get that image of Faye rocking out in the middle of the desert, just ripping people. Like, what if the Gundams did that? Like, you see Hero stone-faced, he's got Anthrax on or something, or Dragon Force, or I don't know, Sonata Arctica or something. Just going crazy out there. He's like, I must destroy all the demons. It's like, they're not demons, they're people. Gotta destroy the demons. Marguerite and Bartholomew, seeing you two brings my hopes up. Long ago, before the Fatimas of Ava were called Fatima, the royal brothers and their wives oversaw many prosperous reigns or eras. I look forward to the day when, as the great mother of the Nisan sect, love sex, you'll take your place on the throne as Bartholomew's wife. What? Marrying your cousin? Who are we? Jerry Lee? He thought I was going to make a Jerry Lee Lewis joke, and I'm going to stop halfway. What? Hey, hold on. I hate talking about queens and romance. Bart and I are best friends. Marriage is the best friendship. Yeah, incest is the game that the whole family can play, right? Why not? Well, Marguerite, at the rate that you are maturing into a beautiful woman, I don't think Bart will be able to ignore you for much longer. Stop it. You're embarrassing me. I think in Japan that's okay, right? Maybe. I mean, it was okay in Europe too until, what, the end of the Dark Ages or so? Well, the end of whenever that. When would that be? What came after the Dark Ages? The Renaissance? And the Enlightenment? Something like that. We've got Maitreya, who's kind of our main general dude equivalent. Each squad of gears take off in order from here to avoid being picked up. We'll meet at the Rockies by the border tomorrow at 1200. Got it? Okay. The time has finally come. The time has finally come, you guys. We're gonna go find aliens who like us. Though the warship is outdated, you're only going in as a small unit. It's gonna be a tough fight, but you could change Ava's future. I'm counting on you. Leave it up to us, young master. We'll drag Vanderkolm's tail around and around. Right, son? Don't call me son, because you sure ain't my pops. That's not something I was going to expect Faye to say, but yeah, hey. Actually, Maitreya might be a girl. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's a guy. I think that's Maitreya in the very bottom there. On the right. Well, young master, we promised to make something out of this battle. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna make a cake. I baked a cake for you. Faye, it's odd for me to say this since I'm the one who got you involved. But be careful, okay? You too. If anything happens to me, take care of Margie and them for me. Don't jinx yourself. It's not like you. But I'll take care of them. Don't worry. That half a second of music to make sure that we got the gist. Hell yeah, here we go. Got our kick-ass sand cruiser ship, and we are ready to kick some ass. Got the music, got the looks, ready to go. Got Weltal's crotch, Weltal's boobs, Weltal's neck. Who knows what the Fourth Kingdom is that helped live in harmony before the Fire Nation attacked. That's pretty cool the way they launched that out. Just wow. Yeah, we even had the speed up or sped up version of the song, so you know it's about to get on. That's a cool picture. Might screenshot that later. Use it as my background in all its pixelated glory. Use some AI processing to make it a little bit higher res. I think you can do that now, right? Are we playing as Titan now? Oh, aren't you going to rest up a little? We are playing as Titan. Let's get that save. Get that save coming up after the break. Well, what's Titan up to? He's getting some midnight snacks, maybe. I mean, what time is it? What time is it, did I say? It is... Yep. It's not a clock. It's just a timer for how long I've been playing the game. Is there anything else cool over here since we're here? Nope. You can hop around a lot, though. Mason, I'm wondering if you might pour me a cup of tea. At long last, we are heading to Bledavik tomorrow. I can never keep this guy's voice straight. Though he is the prince, our young master doesn't know the royal capital very well. I'd always felt that was an awful pity. But despite that, I tried my best to raise him as crown prince. However, looking back, I might have put too much of the burdens of kingship on him too early in life. And it might have been too much for a child with a future like his to handle. I must be the most terrible minder ever. My dear Lord Mason, I hardly think that is right. The young one would have taken the burden off of himself had he not wanted to bear it any longer. He is a fine man now, far capable of handling any such burdens or pressures. And I believe you are the very one... What the heck? I believe you are the very ones who have given him the strength to do so. Oh my goodness, Dr. Yuzuki. How may I be of service? What in the hell is going on today? I'd like to wear a banana boat. This is all the stuff we had before, so I think it's kind of like a second chance to be like, well, you didn't get all of your stuff that you wanted. This is your last chance saloon. Make sure you go and get all the items that you want, right? Well, I think we've got all the items we want. I've got pretty much everything. Unless there's some crazy new weapons and accessories that popped up out of nowhere. But they didn't. I don't know where else to go. I guess well, let's go try and talk to Sigurd, maybe. Just double check. I don't think there's anything going on down here. We've got Margie to the right. Right? Because this is kind of our room. I don't really know whose room this is. It's just always empty, but there's 3 beds in there, so I have to assume that it's for the party. The party. So I want to vote for next time is Andrew WK running with the party. I'm so glad that was a thing. It wasn't serious, but it was still kind of a nice little change. I liked it. Vote for the party. I think that was in that was for 2016, right? Or maybe it was a little bit earlier, but it was the party. Margie, I just want to barge in here and see what's up with you and Chew. Finally, tomorrow is the day for the blood-blowing, flesh-falling... No, I mean, the blood-boiling, flesh-dancing battle to recapture the capital, right? This girl is nuts, but I kind of want to know her. She's got to be like some just stereotypical anime person, where it's just like, you got blood? You got some violence? Yeah? You need me to fix it up, don't you? You need me to fix it up, yeah. Did we leave? Oh, I bet, of course. Marguerite's going to be back or Margie's going to be back in Nisan. That's what's going on. She wouldn't come with to this fight because she's got to be where it's safe. But what if they actually did think that Nisan was attacking? And then they put a bunch of force, they overwhelmed the forces and went for Nisan. I mean, then she's screwed, right? She'd be much better hanging out on the ship. But if we're kind of the carrier and we're launching all these gears towards Ava, then... Damn it. Then... Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna run away. Then she wouldn't be over here, or wouldn't be very good over here because they could just go and take the ship. And well, we wouldn't want that. It wouldn't be so great. Oh, crap, this is the gear hanger. No! I don't want to go to the gear hanger. I was thinking it was the other one. We gotta go the other side. So it should be... We gotta go upstairs. Yes. There we go. I know that the bridge is on the top floor, and I keep thinking that's when we're going up the stairs in that other common room that we're always there. And there's a hallway. But no, this is the upstairs. I wonder if we can... I want to go check something quick. Can we go on deck? That would be cool. Nope. Yes. Yes, I think we can. Because we just launched Faye. We should be outside. Oh, this is where they want us to go. Oh, yeah, here's Bart. He's just checking stuff out. Looking at the blood moon. Harvest moon. Why such a glum face? Tomorrow is our first return to your castle in 12 years. Well, we were just back there. A couple days ago. Returning to the castle. After we get the royal palace back, I guess I'm going to be the king. I'm not very suited for it, am I? You'll get used to it. Listen, Sig. Yes? I guess it really doesn't matter who the king is, does it? As long as it's a symbol of hope, right? It doesn't have to be me. What's he getting at? Is he trying to pull a Sabin? I was kidnapped by Solaris and brainwashed for use as a human guinea pig. But even they couldn't erase my desire to return home. Then I remembered you and Marguerite, not as the royalty of our country, but as just normal children. I don't care about rebuilding a dynasty. I want to regain this kingdom because it belongs to you, because it's your home. Because it's my home. Yes. For that, we must take Shakan down tomorrow. Am I correct? Right. Then let's do it. But first, I think you need to take a bath. A bath? You don't look like a king at all. You are facing the enemy's leader, so you must have a noble appearance. Hey, you just said it didn't matter whether I'm a king or not. That is that. This is this. That someone was waiting for you. That one thought was all it took for you to regain yourself. You are a great man, Sigurd. So, Bart thinks he has to go back because he has to be the king. But Sigurd is letting him know that, hey, we do need that bit of hope, but we have to go back because it's your birthright. This is where you belong. And in turn, you will be a symbol of hope. And here's Ramses getting it on with the Miang. That rascal Ramses. Let's take a look at his dream, shall we? SpongeBob is in there. Like, what are you doing here, SpongeBob? Get out of here. Oh, here's the red-haired guy again. Just laying it out. Playing Frisbee with these guys. Beating everybody up. Be kind of nice to see who this guy is because we keep seeing him. And if Ramses is having nightmares about him or whatever, then that's probably a big deal too. What do you got to say, dude? Oh, Ramses. Oh, there he is. Oh, we've got this dipwad again too. Not a big fan of the man. His gear looks pretty cool, though. Except, is that his gear? No, this is a different one. This is like the Shredder. So this guy's ridiculous on foot, but you give him a gear. Holy shit. He's out of control. Stop him. I don't care how. Just stop him. I don't think you're going to be able to do that, man. Face looks a little familiar, though, doesn't it? I like the faces on these gears. They kind of look like skulls, sort of. This can't be. Yeah, he's just dropping these guys like flies. Ugh. Okay, I can't make that. Thanks, Ramses. I couldn't make that sound, so good on you. It's a lot of red. Dude, Ramses is freaking jacked. Look at this guy. He's taking like 590 extreme whatever Peloton action. What's wrong? You look like you've just had a nightmare. It wasn't that same dream again, was it? Yeah. It's the one with the family man. No, it was nothing. Car. Well. He's upset. Peeping is not very becoming, you know. Look who it is. I saw the boy that you are after in the fight. No. I saw the boy you are after fight in the tournament. I could tell right away. He resembles you greatly. The hell does that mean? You use the influence. I don't forget how I fucking talk to this guy. You used the influence of the ministry to set you up with that man. I don't know what you are up to, but don't you dare think about plotting against me. You stay out of this. Oh, I see the news has already reached you. As usual, you're the first to hear about everything. But don't worry, I won't steal your prized possession. I'll cooperate. Besides, you and I go back a long way. What the heck is going on? Got dolphins manning the sonar now? Well, we already knew about him. What's up? No, for a moment, I thought I caught some unnatural sounds. We're near the capital. It's probably just some kind of ship from there. But it's not from the surface. It's from under the sand. Under the sand? This is the only sand cruiser in all of Ava. We haven't heard anything about a new ship, even from the spies at Ava Naval HQ. Franz, can you try again and confirm what it is? I can't catch it again. It could have been a sand whale. Young Master, I'm detecting an increase in the use of F-band. Crap, that's the worst one. That's the Royal Capital's Defense Forces frequency. There, on the surface layer. I'm detecting sounds of anchors being weighed in and engines being activated. The Royal Capital's defense fleet must be departing. We also intercepted a transmission from the patrol at the border with Kislev. They're requesting immediate backup from the Royal Capital. Looks like we've really raised some hell at the border. Way to go, Faye. Alright, we'll start. Ready the shuttle boats. When we land, hide the ship. Shouldn't be tough, just dive. Young Master, I have an awfully bad feeling about this. Do be very careful. It's alright, old Mason. I know what I'm doing. I've done stuff before. It's cool. Probably. We got Ellie. And the douchebags. That'd be a great band. Ellie and the douchebags. Ellie's the only one that you care about. What? This little girl's our commanding officer? Wait, yeah. This is the gruff guy, right? She's said to be from elite. An elite from out of Jugend. She returned single-handedly from the Kislev infiltration operation. Jesse, James, Helmholtz. And empty-handedly, I hear. No souvenirs from the commander, huh? Yup, what a pretty face. She's not the soldier type. You there. Is that how you address a superior officer? Remember your rank. Scary. We don't care much for rank, and we don't care much for rank either. Rank or rank, I get it. But just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have to be cocky. Ha, this jerk's just jealous. What? I'm much prettier. How could I be jealous? Hey, shut that perv up. He gives me the creeps. And that's how it is. So don't get in our way, Miss Lieutenant. She needs to go, and she uses one of those rods, right? The batons. She just needs to start capping their knees or something. Anyway, let's just get this thing moving. Can't tell what it can do just by looking at it. What kind of machine is this? I've never even seen it before. It's a new model gear called Virage. Again, it's French, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it means virgin.
It's pronounced Vierge.
It's for officers' use only. It's said that people with normal mental power can't operate it. Zek shows up, he's like, hey, what's up? I got this. Got the shit on lockdown. So she's still a Jugend, regardless of having no ability? This looks like fun. Let's see what she can do. It also helps that the gear is distinctly feminine, that they give it to her, or that she's the one that has it, right? I guess. Well, let's go and climb this big thing. Fun fact, the last time that I actually did put a whole bunch of time into this after I played it, head for the mountain peak. There's no time to waste. Deploy. This was as far as I finally got to before I finally took a break. And I was playing through a whole bunch of it, and that was about the time I think I started moving out. So I was just thinking, well, you know, this is cool. I like this game, but kind of want to go do life things. And that's about the time that I stopped playing video games as much, because you gotta live the life, man. Another fun fact, this dude was actually back in the original cave, and I fought him off screen when I went back to go and upgrade the gears, but it was just, I didn't add it because it was kind of like, well, whatever. I'll add it in later. And now, here we are. He apparently is in both places. But the fact that you'd fight somebody like that now, and back there, is, I don't know, it's pretty... He's strong if you don't upgrade, but even then he wasn't too bad. Maybe it took 3 or 4 turns. So, no, Faye, no. What is the last fight there? The people that were fighting here are the same dudes from the sand cave. I just fought a couple of Medusoids, so I cut them out. Where the hell is the opening to this cave? Oh my god, we're gonna fight again. I tell you what, I don't know what the random attack encounter ratio or percentage is in this game, but it struck me as always being really high. Also, the fact that you can get attacked by standing in one place, or like if you move and then stop, you can trigger a battle, which is something else. Can I talk to this guy? No. They're following us. Come on, I was right there. What is this? Is this a Pokemon? It looks like a weird version of Lapras. What's going on, weird Lapras? I'm gonna have to kick your ass, sorry. I'm gonna have to kick your Lapras. Lapras. You know what I'm trying to say. You get it. You guys get it. It's alright. But he does. I kind of want to go ride this dude and surf around in the waves. Let him cast water gun and crap. Since all these have been the same as the cave we were at originally, I wonder if that guy's hidden in there somewhere at really low rate or something. Doesn't matter. We got the Fang. We can go sell that later. I got an eyeball from one of the Medusoids, I think. Go sell that back in Bledevik. There's another Lapras. Lapras? Lapras. Oh man, that's a thin little part to try and jump on. There should be a save point sitting around here somewhere. It's just, can we find it? I kind of look around before we get going too far in one direction. Oh hey, check it out. Yeah! Winning! What's over here? Oh boy. Battles are over here. We are moving. This is what I was saying though. I think the percentage for get random battle attacks, getting those, is just unnaturally high in this game. And what sucks is that you can't move after it's kind of decided. Well, you can still move around, but you can't jump after it's decided that it's going to attack. Case in point is, if I had tried to jump across this and hit the jump button, it would have kept going, but I wouldn't have been able to jump because it already initiated the random battle. So you just fall off the edge whenever that stuff happens. I hate it. It's my one caveat with that, really. I seem to have become a little lost in here. That's my robot voice. Oh, and I saw some really strong-looking gears flying around above here. By the way, I found these things during my travels. See anything you like? When he says that there's strong gears, do you suppose he means ours, or do you suppose he means somebody else? So we have that. Yeah, grinding out was a really good idea because we have got super stocked for a ways by getting all those items and things, or all the gear parts. So that is a major plus. Just kind of set it and forget it. Yep, that's all the same. That's the same one because that's not available. Let's see what kind of computer items he's got. What kind of character items has he got? He's got something flashy. I think if you say you can't trust him, or if you say that you can't trust him, I think you go and fight him. I don't want to do that. How about character items? So make sure your D-pad isn't messing up when you go and choose what you want, because that would suck. Hope to see you again. I don't want to be back here again. I'm going to go and rile up all the people and get out of here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to save, and we're right at the end of the episode. So when we come back, we're going to go raise some hell. Because if you want to get to heaven, you got to raise a little hell, as they say. Some country band, I think, said that. Don't quote me, but go ahead and quote me. See ya! Bump, 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 bump,